Alright, I see I am up on YouTube, so I'm going to pick Twitch. But I'm angry right now.
그런 생각이 들고 나지.
I
대가리 꼭대기
want to
위에서
beat this
빛을
stupid
내리쬐고
fight
있는
so badly. I got so close that last round.
빛이
I kind of
그
know
아래에
the
있는
stuff
모든
better
걸
thanks to a friend.
경멸하는 것 같다고.
Before we do that, we have to do our dailies. So let me get rid of Evil Molly for I don't know why she keeps showing up. But we're gonna do dailies. Also, I did a mirror dungeon and completely forgot to put Gregor's ego on. Oh, that's right, I can't even do dailies yet because we got, thanks to KJH, blessed be his name, and Project Moon and his, you know, massive generosity, we got a deck extraction ticket. And I'm gonna use this thing, and hopefully we get a blue. It is not a blue, already sad. It's so over. It's a mineral. That's okay, we have 1300 lunacy. And it's another normal. It's even worse than the last one, come on. I've spent so much on this. I just want one other one. I don't want to have to bust out real money for this just yet. Or at all, really. I don't like spending money on gotchas a whole lot. I've been there. I have been in the pits of desperation before. Okay. New Year's Eve of Fate Grand Order, Babylon. They finally release Gorgon and Medusa Lancer as summonable people. I spent literally everything. I was every ticket, every card. I was doing single rolls because I was that desperate, and it took basically everything just to get both of them once. So I have been in desperation before. It is something I know quite well, unfortunately. And I don't want to be there. I don't want to go back. I've made it so far already. To just crawl back into that abyss. But anyways, finishing up dailies. Then the stupid last night. I think my team's pretty good into it. I just need to use everything that I have at my disposal, basically.
조금 더 쾌활한 성격이었다면 당신과 하이파이브 같은 걸 시도해보았을지도 모르겠네요.
Let's go. Let's go, Roja. Good work.
아, 여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
아르카나 빛!
I swear, I mishear that line every single time.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요.
내
관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고.
Oh, I thought you would be
제가 늘
sad and depressed after
말씀드렸죠.
that.
저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
직접 알게 함이라. 내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게
치명적인 한 방이었어.
거의 진압되겠는걸요?
맞아.
처리는
여기까지 다 울리지 않았어?
덜
무상한 목숨.
답답한 법이지.
불끈을
Let's
지원.
go. No one
효과적이네요.
dead.
이 방식을 기억하는 게 좋겠어요.
None left.
불길 속으로.
Almost through them. Oh, I guess Sculptor's at Mac. I thought it needed 20 and 20.
해골 바가지, 거미 대가리.
What, just 15?
맞는 거야.
At least? Or maybe just one of them at 20 you need full power? Dunno. Oh, we just gotta get through dailies. We just have to get through dailies, and then I will have my revenge
다 죽어라.
against him.
다들 첫 여정을
탈출
시작했을
개시가
때보다
정리되었습니다.
I
정말
am prepared to do
강해지셨네요.
all the resets I must
매일 보아왔는데도
just to get that starting
감회가 새로워요.
thing against him.
결국 내 공부가 부족하지 않았다는 거네. 그치?
Actually, I'm gonna just take my mirror
좋았어.
team screens.
주군께서
시험에
함께하죠.
Just change you out.
자, 풀 뜯을 시간이 싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
Also, hello, my one Twitch viewer. It's good to see you. I'm just doing dailies before I get into the real meat of
언제나
this.
순탄치 않았고 때로는 어설펐지만 여러분과 함께하는 여행은 늘 제 마음을 설레게 만들었답니다. 그렇게 여기서 멈추고 싶지
소염옥구를
않아요.
달고 볼까?
단테님.
Just gonna get through this 1200 health guy with burn, even though he has an entire thing to counter burn.
혈염도 바로
That'll be fine. Assure me everything will just be fine.
단테님은 매번 기발한 발상을 떠올리시네요.
간당 목숨줄만 붙어있군. 곧 끝장낼 수 있을 것 같은
소염옥구를 달고 볼까?
수감자들로 효율적인 마무리를
That's right, I still need to work on
단테.
background stuff for stream. I still want to do that. I just need to set time aside for it because one thing is taking me away in focus. I just finished artwork and then I cursed myself with an artwork idea. So I want to do that. I've got the entire Christmas project I still need to line up. And that's going to be a heck ton of work for that.
소환이
So at some point I need to slot in my little
저분은
stream
방금
stuff.
굉장히 중요한 걸 잃으셨어요. 과격검.
But I can save that for another day. That's future Molly's problem.
마무리.
Let's go around
이런
town.
건
직원들이
얼마나
이름을
tempo할 수
주셨으면
있냐에
해.
따라 달렸지.
관리자님이 제 말을 집중해서 듣고 있었다는 결과겠죠. 이런 과정들을 통틀어 신뢰라고 부른다고 하더군요.
한 번에 끝낸다.
긍정적인 변화네요.
Jeez, even with just 28's insane. Now I realize that. Feels like that should just getting like max coins every time on only half-filled sanity,
치명적인
basically.
한방이었어.
거의 진압되겠는걸요?
맞아. 여기까지 다
Alright, he's
울리지
definitely gonna
않았어?
fall now.
하우르시게.
Good job, Isang. Now we can get to the real enemy here. The man at the lighthouse. Also, once I have to claim all my rewards.
깔끔하게 해결했네요.
Alright. Tis time.
단피가 떨어질 때군요.
Actually, no, I can do a little thing again, just for the story. We have just reached the lighthouse. The eye of the Iberia, the eyes of the Iberia. And then, yeah, as we're trying to fix it up, we got this guy just charging right at us. Thankfully, most of the fixes have been done, so mayors can handle it. while the rest of us, you know, have to fight. Also, Irene is here. And this guy. The final night. Or the last night. Let's go, you big junk. We gotta get someone to yell. I believe in you, Sinclair. Thank you, Sinclair.
敵の調子が悪くなっているみたいです。
해결됐네요.
And then I do need to send someone against this one. Actually, I wonder if the plan is I do that first, which then sets him on a negative 15, or a negative 10 to start. Which could be really helpful, and then everyone else clashes. Thank you, Yisung. You still need to win after all. Unfortunately, you will get this attack off.
도달했다.
It is tiny amount of damage, thankfully. But you get it off. Good job, Ryoshu. Already he's starting at a pretty bad sanity counter. It's looking pretty good, actually. Everyone's gonna get one cold because they're all hitting him. It's not a guaranteed win, unfortunately, against that. But I need to save a Sinclair attack for one of those. You can only clash this one. Then I have to move you to there. Everyone's clashing,
깡총.
so we shouldn't be good. Okay, so the guard forces a clash. That's... I will need to keep that in mind. I forgot the guard is basically forced. And it's always on the first one. We're still at least walking away with some victories here. Good job, Heathcliff. Dang it, Ryoshu. Now he's at 0 sanity, so we need to... Good job, Faust. We do need to win that next guard clash, though. Hopefully get a good move against it. Tide Hunt is just going to be very annoying. Yeah, okay, yeah, just making sure my mic was being picked up. I have to believe in that. And then you can't, you can only clash these ones, unfortunately. Which isn't very helpful, so you're just gonna go off. Then of course it's gonna go on to Rojo.
나아가주게.
Alright, good. We got the guard beaten. We have a better chance now. Yeah, unfortunately you get frozen this long. Let's go. Unfortunately, you're frozen now. 야스니아타 타라팜.
하나, 둘.
지면이
울릴 때마다
I think I said it syllables backwards, but we're doing good. We're kind of pulling this to a good state, I think. I think someone got frozen there. Faust is gonna get frozen here, unfortunately. And she's gonna get frozen, so a lot of my offensive power has now been
適した攻撃でな
reduced
くて
because
も
of this.
最善の選択だったはずです。
Someone has to stay on the ground. Good job, Ryoshi. Oh, and we unfreeze everyone. Nice.
戦闘の
Everyone
準
just gets
備を。
thawed. Anyone has... So Heathcliff, Ryoshu, and Roja have cold. So they can do at least one of these clashes. Where's... Okay, Heathcliff, where are you already? You're just gonna have to take both of them, understand? That sucks, but there's nothing we can do about it.
Yup.
Good job, Heathcliff. You will have to be on an evade next turn, otherwise you will get frozen. Just get some free damage in here. We love free damage. We're so close to that stagger. We're so close to that.
Limbus Company の
We got it.
皆さ
Okay,
んとご
again.
一緒できて
Alright,
本当に嬉しいです。
Sinclair, you can take on Roja. You will have to not be hitting, and Heathcliff and Ryoshu also will have to be missing it too. Just to keep balancing out our attackers. Missed out on so much damage there, but I kinda had to do it. Yeah, unfortunately that one's a multi-hit, so you two do have to clash them. At least this is negative sanity already. So already the deck is being stacked. I did not realize you were at 2. That is unfortunate. Good job, Heathcliff, turning that one around. Big kudos to you. And then we get the evade. And then we get the sanity heal from this. And then I think she will unfortunately get staggered immediately after, which is gonna suck. But it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. It has to be worth it.
今こそ勝機をつかむ時です。
I cannot clash every single one, unfortunately. Alright, so Sinclair is going to be staggered after this. That's just gonna happen. Because he gets all his multi-hits in. Or no, he gets all his AoE hits in.
우리의 날개라 해도 이곳을 벗어날
I
수.
don't think that was a death sound effect. I think that was just a stagger sound effect.
囚人が退却できま
Nope,
せ
that
んで
was
し
a
た
death sound effect. Shoot.
ダンテさんに
I
は
lost to
囚
Yisong.
人を蘇
Fun.
生できる能力がありましたよね。
That's the case. I can at least take off some of these, maybe. Alright, so she's the next one for that. And you can't clash anything. You can't clash anything, and you can't clash anything either. This sucks so much, but there's not really anything you can do about it. And I don't have a healing ego. So, honestly, maybe it's just best to try and get them to dodge the bigger ones then. Still gonna hit them. Ugh, no, but they have to dodge that because then... Okay. So no matter what, they're gonna get staggered. That's annoying.
단번에 끝낸다.
Alright, good, they evaded that. He gets another evade off. Cool. As long as Roger doesn't get staggered, it's fine. Okay, now she got staggered because she got frozen. Fun. And Heathcliff's frozen. Cool. So it leaves
今こそ
only 3
正気を
units
つ
to
かむ時
operate
です
with. Cool. That's definitely fair. You only heal SP and stuff. Why did I put electric screaming on you? Why did I ever do that?
깡총.
This is just a rough one. Good evasions though, Don Quixote. Unfortunately, I think... Nope, Faust isn't dead yet. She might die from this though. Yep, she died from that.
囚人に致命傷を確認至急対処お願いします
Oh no, what the heck? Faust is still alive? Genius. Thank you, natural born genius. You don't have any bleed on you, so you should be fine using an ego. And you're not in any of the multi-hits.
단번에 끝낸다.
Maybe I actually should have just pushed for damage instead of this.
도달했다.
Yeah, I probably should have actually just pushed for damage instead of all these clashes.
지금이다.
Because now he's dead.
범위 대가리.
Which, you know, good. Phase 2. Only 1 death, and then he's gonna get a bunch more deaths here.
なんだか
Just
ただ
because
ならぬ
of
気配を
this.
感じます
거기구나.
Alright, I think that was Faust dying just now.
내가 될 줄은.
And there goes Roja as well. We have to stop his charge. Yep, that was both of them. Oh, so you just auto-win this?
무엇이든 맞출 수 있는 탄원이니 말입니다.
And you also just auto-win this?
妙スロー
囚人が退却できませんでした。あ、ダンテさんには囚人を蘇生できる能力がありましたよね。
So now it's the damage push time, because we have a bunch new units. And we got also the corpse for, you know, plus 80% damage. There goes Sinclair for now.
격발.
I'm gonna have to watch the cold. Mamu리.
もっと効果的な方法が。
Why did you not clash that, Heathcliff?
皆さん、しっかりしてください。
Alright, who's at 2? Everyone's at 2. Fun, so everyone... So... I basically do need to pick who is clashing against him then. Because you're at 2, that's why you can't clash him. It's not the best.
일발장전.
We got him down to half health. All this burning is definitely gonna help at least. We're getting people off of cold. Unfortunately, Roshu is our sacrifice as well. Alright, he's at a clean 500 now. Yep, there goes Merceau.
味方が優勢です。今こそ勝機をつかむ時です。
Heathcliff, what's your cold at? None? Cool. All of you guys are free of it, good. Please, Heathcliff. Dang it. Alright, I think that's just it now. I think that is just it. Because that's like 3 units dead, and that's them entirely staggered.
분명히
It's down to 4 units. 2 of them are staggered. Every time I keep getting so close. There's just something that keeps getting in the way of it. And then you have 1 free attack. And because she failed her evade, or whatever. That's annoying. I'm getting so close to being pushed back every single time.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
Good job, Heathcliff. We got good damage there. Come on. You're gonna get frozen after this, I know it, but like... it has to be worth it. Let's... go. Oh, I hate that. I hate that fight so much. I hate it, but let's... finally... Took one try. I knew that was a team that would do it after the first time. Oh my gosh. I can't... I still hate that fight. I think I will for a good while, but... finally made progress. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it before the nerf. And I feel you, Irene. We're holding him back for now, but we won't last much longer. Jeez, they're all coated in blood. No BS, I can last. The lighthouse, not so much. Sanders were reeling from the battle against this enemy, who is more like a force of nature than human. Without giving us much time to breathe, the knight fixes the spear and begins charging. It didn't take very long for the severity of the situation to dawn, as I quickly began to rack my head with a desperate wish. That's when, through the mist, the black space begins to envelop my vision once again. And from the dark, light shines again. I reach out toward it and see, unlike in the earlier phenomenon, which focused entirely and powerfully on Scotty, a single individual, what I saw this time was an unfamiliar place called Casimir's. This place was filled to the brim with things that Don Quixote would lose her mind over, like knights and their countless fans, an arena in which to test one's mettle. But the one in Amiya's thoughts sits far from all that glory, in a very mundane-looking office. Sounds like what Ishmael had to deal with. He wears a well-kept set of clothing, while his eyes are, while a slight squint, focused on reading the newspaper. The man looked more like an office worker than a knight, but the most radiant part of that scene was a banner hanging on the wall, and a sword. Don Quixote was the first sinner who came to mind. Can she, our ardent admirer of knights and pursuer of glory, spin that energy from his sword as her own? I mean, probably. I need someone who doesn't pursue glory, someone who can handle their own tarnished glory. The sinner who can detachedly wield the entirety of their bygone honor is Gregor? Yep. Use the ego to hew into the knight's charge, split the waves.
이 검은, 이 명예는, 이 영광은 빛바래지 않을 테니.
Alright, that was really cool. Really saw how much love they put into that one. Same with Scotty's as well, but that one just felt even more extra. The knight withstands and parries each of those lights away, but he comes to a stop when the last of the golden radiance cuts across the sea and looks in our direction as if to admire it. And finally, the lighthouse makes a low, resonant creaking noise before firing a bright light toward the ocean horizon. Good job, Mayors! Came in clutch. Vessel Masas is still near the shores, somewhere in the coastal sea. It moored somewhere by the beach, somewhere quite a bit of distance away from the village coast. Good, now we can just nuke the heck out of it. I don't think that creature's capable of actually communicating with them. But before we could stop her, Don Quixote had already approached as close as she could to the Seaborn, her eyes twinkling. She takes a brief moment to admire the knight and his steed before asking in an energetic tone, "Of course you would, Don Quixote. O mighty knight, what is the name of thy noble steed?" No shot, it's a... literally just Don Quixote talking with Don Quixote. One who is not a comrade, they are a steed, you say. Forsooth, a steed most fine indeed. It hath served me well over countless adventures of mine, despite its appearance. Yet I must inquire thee, noble knight, wherefore dost thou strike this lighthouse so? Is Sharmla? It was not the waves. The waves are darker, more raucous. Good night, I and my compatriots now embarking upon an adventure most important, yet with thy obstruction we are unable to do so. Prithee, wilt thou return to whence thou came? Will you just die for the really quickly? Well, let's go. She didn't. Seaborn to hope for something other than just survival. Interesting. You should be thankful that it somehow yielded a positive outcome. When are you gonna fix that habit of rushing forward without thinking it through? Look, she knew what she was doing. It may be weird, but, you know, it worked out. Doctor's mansion. Good job, Doctor. I really want to see what that, you know, the turret gameplay is like. But good job. Yeah, you bet he's an excellent strategist, just like Dante is. We return to the raft and explain what had transpired. Yeah, we fought the last night. Aw. See, after we retrieve the vessel Mostas and let the doctor know what happened here. She may be an oddball, but she's cute at least, Rojo. So good, we can finally move on from this
근육이
stupid
신나서
encounter.
날뛰는 건 더 해치울 거 없어? 난 이제 시작인데.
I really want to see the damage numbers now. Like, yeah, you barely eked out the victory there, Heathcliff. Poor Ishmael, Gregor, and Marceau at the end. Faust getting frozen a bunch. Roja in the lower pack, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 7. She's just underneath the halfway point. Alongside Yi Song, jeez. Heathcliff, or not Heathcliff, Honglu, just insane. Ryoshu, yep. Honestly surprised with Otis performing so well. Sinclair, yep, he was early in. Good job. And then, yeah, Donkey and Heathcliff. Which means, how many do I have? I have 1,000 now. Tis time.
한눈 팔지 마세요. 메마른 당신에게 파도는 반드시 밀려올 테니.
Interesting, it's a heh. Anyways, let's get this thing up to 3 already. Yeah, it was heh. You know, she's got 3 of the gloom ones, interesting. Alright, what cool line do I get? Alright. Let us continue this merry adventure. More of these guys, huh? And some cultists, and it looks like maybe final boss time, perchance? Yeah, I know. And now we've got plus 80%. Let's go.
검 끝에
This team should be good enough. Nice bow. Nice to meet you, Doctor. When after realizing everything we went through, finally had the chance to meet the Doctor of Rhodes Island, I realized that I had been building a vastly different image of them in my mind based on the name alone. I was thinking they were going to be like someone like Yi Song, Faust, or even Hohenheim. A cursed name to bring up. But the first impression of them was similar to what I felt when I met a K-Corp employee. The clock just ticked. And this is Dante. Thanks for accompanying Amiya. Honestly, I was pretty worried when we were separated at the border. I should thank you and Amiya, really. We would have been in a pickle without her. It's so true, actually. Oh my... Yep. It is incorrect to state that the manager cannot talk human. A more accurate assessment would state that the manager is incapable of accessing sonic means of communication, which includes verbal communication. However, they're able to reproduce repetition of multiple sounds that may register on a similar scale to the ticking of multiple hands, second-hand and minute hands of a clock. Thank you, Marcel, for looking out for us, making sure no one's racist to us. How does he put it worse? It's not a difficult task when only a single individual has to be translated. Doctor, let us move on. Thanks to Limbus Company's efforts, we obtained the exact coordinates of the vessel Mastas and managed to capture the decks with ease. However, Fabius, who is suspected to be a bishop of the deep, and his followers have barricaded themselves inside the bridge's control room. While it may seem as though they're hiding, I believe they're trying to bait us. The elsewhere is most likely to be the sea, as the reinforcements are probably more sea terrors. Fabius is a seaborn, and the ocean will answer to the call of their kind. So yeah, they are just like mermaids. Nice. In the meantime, Calcin and other operators will remain on standby on the ship's exterior at the pre-designated locations. I'd like to avoid getting surrounded by sea terrors before we manage to take down the church. Good job, Otis. It's true that there are many entry points here, but we don't need forces guarding every single one of them. Especially here, the hallway is narrow, long, and straight. I also wonder if actually that's a little comment on how Arknight's gameplay is just, yeah, they're gonna come through different waves, and you may not need to guard against all of them, but you do need someone to at least be able to reduce damage elsewhere. Looks like Commanding Officer Otis is finally in her environment. Heck yeah, thanks for the compliment, Calcit. The Doctor and the Outsider are operating on fundamentally different fields. No further elaborations, no thank you. That particular aspect of strategizing is not one of Manager Dante's obligations, and even if there is a chance for them to engage in such elements, it may be early to do so. Great, we're getting a bunch of pairings already. I expect a certain degree of competency, but they were impressive, far beyond my expectations. Interesting. Doctor's gonna update, alright. Ah, come on, Mayors, what's gonna happen? Godly decorated as ever. It looks really cool though, Dante. Don't say that. You get him, Don. Your suspicions are certainly justified, but I implore you to think back. If you truly believed that we had sought to harm you then, how would you explain that one peaceful night? Don't you dare leverage that one peaceful night before your inevitable and sudden betrayal. Yeah, exactly. Our wish has always been the same. We only wish to extend the freedom to roam the seas to those with capable, kind-hearted soul. The essence of its being changes not regardless of the label given to it. Become one with the sea. Yep, you're just crazy. That seemed to have... Also, I didn't realize we had identity cards. That's how this is done? Huh. I was honestly not expecting sort of class card kind of thing for it, like how Prilia doesn't, Prisma Ilia, where they have the class cards to transform, but you know, that's pretty neat. Kinda just thought Dante sort of like summoned it on top of them, to be honest. Although I guess we are given no, but that doesn't make sense if it's tickets either. Oh well. Trust me to bring... Our strategy is just throw your bodies until we win. What a good strategy, Dante, even this far in. Oh, this is such a cool background, and it even has waves, like, crashing. Oh, that's so cool. Also, I see Hand of the Saint.
공감의 영역은 잘 쓰지 않았던 기능이라 일단 먼지를 털어내야 하거든요.
I will just not worry about this counter whatsoever.
나아가주게.
Eventually I'll have to deal with it, but that's for another time. For now, it's just beating up these people.
관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠.
Come on,
저는
Raja.
언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
Let's go. Good job. You're still gonna take a hit, but that's good enough.
공격 능력 평가? 양호.
어우, 제대로 꽂혔는데.
Probably not gonna get the... Yep, no. Not even close. Let's go. Heathcliff, come on. You can't keep losing. Dang it, Heathcliff. How could you do that, Heathcliff?
개체에게 일격을 가하는데 성공했습니다.
At 30
샴페인을
seconds becomes
가져오기엔
staggered.
너무
Okay.
이른 타이밍이긴 하겠지만 이 전투가 성공적으로 끝나면 모두의
someone
희생을 기리며 축배를 드는 것도
good at
나쁘지
it.
않겠죠.
And then I'm gonna beat up on the staggered one as best I can. Sinclair, come on. Thank you. Jeez. Good job, Islam. Yeah, we got a kill. Nice. This should make up for it, Faust.
아무튼 놀라운 한 방이에요.
You're hitting the big one, so you're getting countered, unfortunately.
효과적이네요.
That is
이
unfortunate.
방식을 기억하는 게 좋겠어요.
That is very unfortunate. And you also get a red coin, I forgot. Let's go, Raja. Things are looking pretty good, especially with that stagger now.
그게 덜 아플걸?
And then we just beat up on this one. Ryoshu, keep getting your SP up.
부족해 차려졌지 않.
전투 감각 하나만큼은 수감자가 되어도 훌륭하긴 하군.
We
이제
don't have access to any
도통
ones yet.
알아들을 수 없는 말투만
Any
고치면
of the
딱
AoEs. We'll
좋겠어.
focus on just
4번
beating people
수감자.
up. Don't really want this one. I think I'll double up on that one though.
나아가주게.
괜찮아. 이제 난
I can worry about EX clearing in my off time. Even if I will be annoyed by it. Good job,
효율적인
Heathcliff.
대처로 개체를
Beautiful work.
꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말 따위 쉽게
Dang it.
하지
And
않아요.
because you don't have proper sanity, you can just win coins whenever. And now you're staggered anyways. Good job, Don Quixote. Alright, and this is one death. Good job, Ryoshu. This should be at least a... No, not even a star. Nope, yes, we did get staggered.
전형적인
Again.
한방이었어.
거의
I don't have access
진압되겠는걸요?
to, I don't have access to Rhyme Shake yet. What
여기까지
am I
다
missing?
울리지 않았어?
2 more Gleam. Okay. Fair enough. What's your stuff? 11-8, so you still gotta work for it. That's just going on to Roja, but I can't really do anything about it. And then Heathcliff, you can at least kill one of them.
때도.
Yeah, we're just too far from his stagger because he has, like, resist everything, basically. This is gonna be good damage. It's a stagger too, heck yeah.
첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다
This will hopefully
정말
be a kill.
강해지셨네요. 매일 보아하는데도
No, not even close. I mean, I really overestimated that.
그대 또한 잠들게.
But oh well. Doing pretty good still. Don't get to activate your AoE on that yet, dang. And she's really close to the impairment.
어,
But
씹는
Heathcliff
맛이
gets a kill.
있는데?
와, 다들 몸에 신기한 걸
We're not
두르셨네.
even through the first wave and there's still so many more enemies. Yisong, you're at 45, but you also don't have a whole lot of bullets, so I think I'll just empty you out. Just focus on an evade, I think. That should be good enough for Heathcliff. There's a stagger. This should be a kill if he wins. Good job, Yisong.
기릴 테니.
Good job, Rojo. This is just her gaining sanity and tremor for when she charges up. Alright, Heathcliff is gonna get impaired first, it looks like.
원더풀한 선택이었어, 나리! 저들의 약점이 뻔히
Good job,
보이게
though. Good job, Ryoshi, as well.
거.
Oh, so close to that kill.
후, 내가 있는 곳까지 흔들리던데.
Alright, I can
네,
safely
완벽한
do that, I think.
돌입이었어요.
Throw everything at that one. Actually, I can probably double up on that one, because Sinclair should get this one killed.
아직 급소가
Yep,
전부
easy. Ryoshi should finish this one off too, because Skullbuster is just insane damage.
그간의 전투 경험이
Or I guess I can just overestimate her abilities. That works too.
적합한 조치였습니다.
So close to that stagger. But Heathcliff will definitely stagger. And kill Cool.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는
And then
맛이
this will be a stagger unless it already did. Nope.
빠르게
Nope,
하는
it's also a
때를
kill.
기릴 때
Good.
덜 답답한 법이지.
단번에 끝낸다.
Please tell me the damage didn't. Okay, good. It did end up focusing on him.
이 풍진 세상에서 힘껏 살아가느라
Can't do Hand of
수고
Satan yet.
많으셨어요. 이제 모든 짐
I'll
놓으셨으니
just ignore you for now, I
그
guess.
끝에 고요한 휴식이 있기를.
And just double up on some of these other guys.
거기구나.
Because we're looking pretty strong, honestly. Come on, Don Quixote. Let's go. Good job, Donkey. And then, yeah, this will force you to reload. Unfortunately, but it happens.
그만둘 생각이 없어 보이네요. 저분이 포기하지 않는 건 악에 바친 고집 때문일까요? 아니면 차마
Ratio
내려놓을 수
is
없는
still restarting her
자신만의
stuff.
이유 때문일까요?
거기구나.
Come on, Sinclair. Good job. Stagger? Yep, we got a stagger. Right. Hopefully he can work through his guard at the very least. Good. Oh, so close. Come on. Ugh. Good job, Heathcliff. Otherwise that sinking would have hurt so much.
아, 여기서 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
Annihilator Yisong.
잠든 그대.
Good job.
대님은 매번 기발한 발상을 떠올리시네요.
And then we get the AoE off of Faust,
제압
which is
완료.
very good.
방금 전에 위대한 일격을 기록하는 중이라네. 이따가 버스에서 회고해야 하지 않겠는가?
Fine, old man. Heathcliff, he can focus that guy down, and then Rojo will join the rest of the crew and get unclashed attack. Not gonna get anywhere close to an EX clearing this. Just because that first wave took too long. Good job, Don Quixote.
개체의 유효한 속성을 정확하게 간파했습니다.
This should be staggered at least. Good job.
관리자님의 능력이 우수하다는 것이
This
증명되는 것
unclashed attack
같아.
with Fortress Sanity is great. And then death, and then hopefully death. And now he's out of bullets.
생체
And he
반응이
stole his two
끊어진
other
개체의
goons.
기록이 감지됩니다. 만약 제가 인간이었고 조금 더 쾌활한 성격이었다면 당신과 하이파이브 같은 걸 시도해보았을지도 모르겠네요.
거기구나.
Let's go. Good job. Good job on the stagger too. Hopefully you can get through his guard, Don Quixote. Nope, dang. But still pretty solid damage on him at least. Stagger on that one. Unfortunately, we'll be able to kill it because Heathcliff ran out of ammo.
편히 쉬시게.
This will definitely go through the guard. But it won't get the stagger. That is too far away.
나라도 그렇게 했을 테지.
Go away, horror.
부족해
The town.
차려잡지 않는
이만하면
Sick and
훌륭하군요.
tired of you. We can probably expend a rain shank and be completely fine.
탈출 개체 확인.
Alright, Rain Shank should deal with you. And hopefully also the other guy.
그래도 언제나 추월할 수는 없으니까.
Yep.
일격에 저렇게나?
지금이다. 해골 바가지, 거미 대가리. 차!
Good damage, Ryoshu. Oh, we only need to kill Fabius. Interesting. But heck yeah, let's go. Fabius flees again, using sea terrors and his followers as meat shields. I see it now. It's not Fabius who's putting them in harm's way to save himself. The sea terrors and cultists are throwing themselves in our way, entirely willing to sacrifice their lives to ensure his getaway. That's dark. But for all that, the only place left for him to flee on the ship, wounded and cornered by the sinners in Irene's lamplight, was the decks, which is where our turret supply is. Fabi didn't run till... Don't tell me that's Mayor's... No! Also, cute outfit. Appearing quite different from how she did a moment ago, she approaches Fabius slowly. Her expression solemn and mournful. She looks down on him wordlessly. How could you do this, Mayors? I told you that your methods won't win their understanding, Fabi. What a shame. I thought those with such wisdom and aptitude would. I hoped you would still be able to realize that your ideal here, even after I'd left. It will be realized. Fabius may die here, but we will remain. Okay, I'm not fully prepared for what this is. Ryoshu, don't smirk and smoke. I'd rather not see it in person. I think I'm just gonna look away, that's okay. Weaker seaborns willingly let themselves be devoured by stronger ones, thereby sharing their experience. So that's how Mayers knows all the stuff she knew. This time, devour me. Set sail toward your ideal. I've still got some canned food left for me on the ship, and I think I'll delay becoming a seaborn for a little while. Okay, I guess never mind. I'll gain a new power from there and then become a... Don't tell me you're gonna hop into the Limbus world and then come back. Your flesh will fatten the bloodkin of the sea. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. Fabius looked of course he did. We turned away from this scene that could not be described as anything else other than cannibalism. It wasn't fun. Mayers was the bishop of the deep. How could you betray us like this, Mayers? We gave you everything you could ever need. The Don Quixote was willing to be your girlfriend. Come on.
내 놈들 덕분에 내가 강해진 게 아니다.
Oh, it's just a clear stage, Claire.
내
Nice.
놈들을 휘두르는 거지.
Light of the city. I will be back. Unfortunately, I have to use the bathroom. I have returned. So now it's time for some reading. We still have the upper. We defeated Fabius and his cultists, and even if they were to summon more sea terrors, we should be able to handle them. Just what were you thinking the entire time you deceived us? She was either gonna say it was for our sake, that it wasn't a deception at all. Maybe she'll give us one final gloating, but her reply, the words of which were carefully selected after gazing out as far at the far ocean, was not what any of us could have expected. Aww. I thought this would be the better way to approach you, but I see how it can come across as nothing more. I mean, it was deception. You've been deceiving us all along, Mayers, and now you're after the same thing that the geezer was, ain't that right? Turn us into your bloodkins, that it was all for our sake, given all kinds of ridiculous excuses to turn us into one of those monsters. I do hope that you would all one day accept becoming Seaborns, of course. But I'm not about to demand that you let yourselves be transformed today, right here and now. I understand that we all need some time to mentally prepare ourselves, think over the option. Here's some brochures and information about why you should become part of the Bloodkin and the Seaborn. What your benefits are. It'd be against manners to do what Fabius did, shoving sea terror cells inside your body out of nowhere. Incredible. It was also true that Maris had never tried to bring us harm, unlike Fabius who, attacked us. While she did almost get us in big trouble with Irene while explaining things to us, it's also true that Maris has been extremely helpful so far. It was her who led us to the lighthouse, and it was her who stayed in that crumbling lighthouse until the repairs were done as that terrifying night continued to assail its walls. Just someone who also once strove to realize the visions of our ideal worlds. Our goals once converged, but not now. I was pretty taken aback too when they attacked you. Maybe he got greedy when he saw Faust and Otis repairing the ship. Fabius believed that welcoming people capable as bloodkin would expedite Seaborn's evolution. I'm going to... Yep, she wants to go beyond. This isn't running away. I just want to help the people of the city, that's all. So I'm bringing the Seaborns with me. Then the foghorn blared and the ship shook as it began to move. The vessel Mossets will now sail towards the dimensional door. I'll let Rhodes Island and Irene go right in front of the door, so don't worry. So she's kidnapping them, cool. It has not yet been determined if that is indeed the dimensional door connecting directly back to the city. No, it has to be. The warm, shining light and the voice from within is getting clearer and clearer. Otis, what do you mean about that? The battles thus far have done well enough to demonstrate the level of danger Seaborns pose. However, I doubt they'll get very far even if they were to enter the city. It's best not to even let them get that close, Otis. I think stopping them now would be for the best, but alright. We've all seen what happens when sapient, sentient, non-human entities enter the city. The head will take action the moment they realize their presence. Of course, we must prepare ourselves for repercussions in case they decide to hold Limbus Company responsible. Yet it is also very likely that we will fully escape any culpability, as we saw in the memories of the Kong massacre. However, considering their specific attributes, it will not take long for them to rise to become a star. Jeez. There is a reasonable possibility that they may be issued the Imperatus Civitatis classification. Is that not an acceptable risk? If not the head, they should be manageable by a wing. But Calicet shook her head. Your technology seems to be based on something else, which is neither Originium arts nor any of its derived technology. And that is precisely what can make your world vulnerable against them. Those on the front lines of the war against Seaborn stubbornly stick to using traditional low-tech weapons. Deploying high-tech weapons against them is only going to make you an enticing meal. Grand! They can adapt quickly. Cool. Do take into account that it may take a significant amount of time to earn their trust. Even if they were to be convinced, there would be other parties with alternative perspectives on the matter. Yeah, definitely, like, you know, trying to basically form a second K-Corp with them. We must consider the possibility that they may be capable of absorbing the head's technology as well before they are expelled from the city, which, if they were to be expelled in return here, would bode pretty well, or would bode awfully for the people of Rhodes Island and Terra. Yep, of course. You know that's no different from what the church... She's a part of the Church of the Deep. Like, how can you say you know it's no different? Like, the only difference is that she's being, like, nice about it. You said midnight, I was just... It totally an instant Imperatus, which is what the full power library is called. Jeez. And yes, Matt, I did say midnight, however, this stuff with Gina ended pretty early. And she knows, but the Mayor's just basically knows everything, okay? She's a genius. The Beam of Light from the White Nights and Dark Days incident. Becoming a Seaborn is to become a part of a great will called We Many. By doing so, one can be reborn as an altruistic life form, quote-unquote, but at the cost of ego, the sense of self. That's always been my issue. Everyone has beliefs of their own dreams, their own dreams. It feels too empty to lose all of that when they inevitably lose their sense of selves as they become Seaborns. But the light shining through the dimensional door to our world is too faint to push them toward that evolution. So basically you just want to evolve them into effectively sentient, sapient people that are also Seaborns. Got it. If only the light of the city could become more tangible, it just might be able to give every Seaborn an identity of their own, to remain uniquely themselves. Well, look, if each Seaborn just dishes out their credit card and just gambles a bunch, they can get as much identities as they want. Then why is it that you advocate toward those of the city to join them when one could simply learn more of the light afore returning here? I thought all I needed was the clue to a better evolution, but dang it, Don Quixote. How could your epic tales of adventure turn against us like this? You know, unhive minds your hive mind race. So true. That would be so catastrophic. You don't understand just how precarious you all are, and how would you when you were born into that kind of world from the start? A place where life has become a commodity and gold one of its few religions. Oh, and gold one of its few religions. The city has abandoned its yesterdays to survive today, and by doing so has given up on its tomorrows. Except the Hongyuan is literally going against that now. They're literally trying to look for the future as well. Just as I needed the light, the city needs... No, it doesn't. It needs their tenacious hold to life and their absolute unconditional selflessness. It still means that everyone has to turn into monsters. People ostracize the other when the other is basically turned into a monstrous race that is devoid of what you formerly were. People are still going to be attached to themselves. Of course they're not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm cool with turning into a sea monster. Something that isn't like me, something that feels alien to me, something I don't know or understand. So that fear is natural, because Seaborns are not... Thank you. But you know what they say, once you go black, you never go back, apparently. Thanks, mayors. Jeez. Oh great, now we're talking into Hobbes' philosophy. Cool. Do you believe the nature of humanity to be evil? Yes. Honglu, are we born evil, or does society make us evil? Humans are selfish, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Good things come out of selfishness, that's for sure. But the side effects have simply become unsustainable. Doctor, you've been to countless battlefields where Rhodes Island has fought tooth and nail for the rights of the infected. But what came of it? Peace? We're all still getting better little by little. I'm not trying to deride those small, incremental steps and call them meaningless. Change takes time, and should it continue, I believe your efforts can be a beacon of light that will lead humanity toward a brighter future. But if I do this, we'll just skip past all of that and force change. Also, yeah, Mayer's real outfit is so nice. I still like her as, like, the kind of false little girl, but, like, this one is also really nice, especially those gloves. It's a shame she's evil, but not, like, explicitly evil. Just an antagonistic force. But what about everyone who's sacrificed while you're taking your time, taking those incremental steps? Every single day of that incremental change is marred by unjust deaths. Some were enslaved for no other reason than their differences. People live on in that despair that seems to have no end. I agree with what the light told me. People are diseased. They're so sick that, even in the far-flung future, even on the day the world ends, they will continue to fail to look forward, obsessed with scrutinizing each other in search of those differences. Even when every Aegir returns to the sea, they're still going to bully and hate anyone with pointed ears, labeling them Aegers. Even when Oropathy is truly eradicated, people are still going to suspect and persecute someone as the infected. People are imperfect beings. There probably isn't anyone out there who can really sacrifice themselves for the sake of others with nothing but perfect selflessness. That's where you're wrong, because Ritsuka Fujimaru, he's pretty much that. Evil, question mark. It's so true. Although I guess now he's becoming selfish in later stuff, because they're trying to take Mash away. They don't suffer from... The problem is, if you're going to make them have their own identity and ego, eventually they might actually become just like the people of the city or the people of Terra. You are just going to create a new race that will just persecute more people. The only difference is that Seaborns will persecute humans for not being Seaborns and will then probably just, like, kill them. They have the power to progress toward a better future from mutual understanding, because they're the kind of life form that seeks common ground instead of scrutinizing for differences. I couldn't quite tell what it was, but it was rounded and looked like a tool. It's possible that she had already met the she's getting her ego drawn out. Nice. She's corroding Amiya. So, also probably that. The connection to Faust returning to normal levels. Let's go! We're on good Wi-Fi now with Faust. She has more than one bar. Can people in other worlds, I mean mayors, also manifest ego? Internal conflict and anguish is a commonality among every intelligent entity, regardless of whether they are from the city or not. Therefore, yes, Faust is quite positive on this possibility. What's this, however? The potential to effloresce an ego implies the potential to distort as well. Oh, come on. I'm gonna remove chat for a little bit. But come on. Evil white woman has returned. You've been dreaming for a long time, Mayors, drawing your own picture of an idealized world. And you have chosen the ocean as the means to building a path toward that vision. Karma just can't ever leave well enough alone. So true. Yet, why have you failed to take the leap of faith yourself? I had to make preparations. Seaborns are beautiful, there's no doubt about it. And to you, I guess. Also, that is not the right Molly. It's just that a key piece was missing to really achieve what I want. Oh, come on. I know it very well that you were afraid of becoming one of them. The fear that your own creed might crumble, that you might lose your own sense of self, your ego. The fear that you might end up becoming nothing more than just another thing swept up by the ineffably overwhelming will. Isn't it terrifying that this hope can just disappear in a blink? Please, Otis, just shoot her now. Just kill her. Ishmael, Ryoshi, do anything to stop her. Who's she talking to? Is this something Limbus Company has experience with? If so, I'd appreciate an explanation. Okay, so there's this evil white woman that makes people turn into monsters. Yep, Heathcliff knows the voice. Because it spoke to him back in his canto, start of part 3, end of part 2. When that singular faith that one had absolute confidence in breaks in one fell swoop, and their ironclad will is shattered. People of the city have the potential to distort into a monstrous form at any time. It is said that these phenomena are often accompanied by the distorting individual hearing a disembodied voice. I keep forgetting that. Look, when there's like nothing stopping them here, I feel like they should be able to just easily kill them. Would oft behave as though they were engaged in a conversation. Of course, the same could be said for those who awaken ego. Aww, that's actually kind of sad now. Also, wait a second. I thought her name was erased. I know it's just for the event, because it's to get new people in, but it's kind of weird seeing her name pop up again. Unless I'm just misunderstanding, it's just every record of her has been expunged, but he can still remember the name. The voice was beautiful, comforting, and even cozy. The kind of voice that puts all deep contemplation to sleep, so calm and so warm. There is more to the sunshine than its warmth. Marcel, yeah, I am very aware of Marcel lore. Every record, okay. You don't share your interest with other devotees. Survival isn't what you care about. What you really care about is giving everyone a chance to experience what it feels like to live in a world of warmth, ephemeral it may be. We have to be about more than just prolonging our existences. What really matters isn't survival, it's what we leave behind for posterity. Our legacy. As long as there's a guarantee that the light can indeed protect the sense of self, it'll be more than enough to convince people to become Seaborns. Please, you don't have to concern yourself with what other people might think, Mayors. But everyone has their own wishes. I can't just bulldoze over theirs to force mine upon them. But that's not what you really believe, is it? You know that better than anyone. While you hesitate, countless people who are bound to their inescapable bridle will continue to suffer. Oh god, she's guilt-tripping her now. It's okay. You don't have to hide the shape of your heart. Its colors. We're so distorted. I mean, yeah, probably. It's probably led to why he's so like he is now. The only thing you have to concern yourself with is how you can lead the people of the city, and then Terra. Thank you, Doctor. Okay, understood. Also, that is a cool humming sound effect, actually. It's probably the source of the hole in the man. Whenever someone would distort due to reasons other than the monolith, a strange pressure would prevent our approach as though to stop us from interfering. Okay, understood. So this is what you were talking about, Matt. Love is our collective destination, after all. So please, let go of this tool that might break your heart. Don't force yourself to walk the path of thorns. Your pilgrimage needn't be that of suffering. You don't believe in any recourse, do you? Other than this, anyway. Carmen's so terrifying every time. Don't you think we should find a better, faster path with less suffering, before more people inevitably hurt each other with their ill intent? If there's no recourse, it has to happen. Let's go! Pure accelerationism for the win! Either get on the train or get out of the way. Let's show them the painting of your world reflected in your eyes, before the compassion they believe in becomes completely worthless. Jeez. I do like the two hands holding the fishbowl up. The yearning floatsome. Nice. But we still know so little about the Seaborns, about Terra, about Iberia. Whatever may have lit the fire under your feet, I can't bring with us to this city. Even before the sinners had the chance to translate my words, Mayor slowly turned in my direction, as though she clearly understood my words. But I must, Dante. Your adventures were full of exhilarating tales, and I saw kindness in the every word and action of you and your friends. But that's not enough. They will. In the far, far future, an incandescent brilliance burst forth from Mayors. Oh, that's so cool and beautiful. Past that light, I saw the ocean. The calm sound of gently lapping, I'm sorry, this is just so beautiful. Of gently lapping, crashing waves, the immense golden brilliance. Also, I do see the entire, city structure being wound into, the base of a boat. Where... Dungeon of the Fathoms. The gateway that leads into one's heart. This periphery is where LTB's department specialty begins, while what lies beyond this periphery does not necessarily warrant Rhodes Island presence. Can you guys just help us anyways? I don't want us to turn our back. Let's go, Doctor! Heck yes, Irene. I feel like you're gonna die, though, just because the friend almost always dies. I can't let Iberian business be handled solely by outsiders, let alone an incident connected to the Church of the Deep. It's not like the first time we're letting someone not in our group into a dungeon. We've done this almost every time, I think. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that sea terrors that were swarming the lighthouse are coming this way. Let's go, Scotty! Alright, so we're just taking Ami and the Doctor with us. Understood. Irene is a character from Arknights. So if they kill... I love the art for this section. Love her design. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I was not expecting a mirror dungeon in this event. But man, they're going all out. So, do I want to actually build a proper team, or do I just want to Unga Bunga it? I think I just want to Unga Bunga it.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
Alright, Mayors, are you secretly from, like, Rapture in Bioshock Infinite, or in just Bioshock? Because, like, what the heck is this town? Also, I really love this black cloak on you. News of the war is getting grimmer by the day. The sea terrors are coming, swarming. This is the day when the ocean-born calamity broke and sunk Ager's seemingly infinite starward growth. Ager lived in an underwater city, remember? Oh, okay. So this is Rapture. Aren't you going to the surface, Okay, I should have just clicked once and I would have gotten everything. More and more people have been getting too anxious to stay in Ager. If Ager falls, it only means that the surface is soon to follow. Why? Think you'll head to the surface too? I'm thinking about it. While there weren't that many people around me, began to leave for the surface. I considered some of them to be close acquaintances. They all tried to convince me to leave with them, but fleeing my home in favor of the land didn't feel right. That's very fair. It dealt a heavy blow to Ager, but the surface suffered much worse. I had to help them. How could I not after hearing such a terrible thing has happened? Aw. Seriously, the surface? Think hard about it before you go. If you leave now, coming back might no longer be an option. Every day must be a struggle for them. At least I don't have to fear for the immediate tomorrow. So it's my responsibility to provide help, as someone who is better off than them. But if I don't go there to help, things will only get so much more dangerous. Even that danger is the very thing that'll hurt you. I procured myself an Agerian research vessel at a cheap price. Nice. Unable to even submerge itself while moving, this wasn't exactly the best ship out there, and I normally wouldn't have even given it a second look. But I thought it would at least help me navigate the coastal sea. Oh, this is so beautiful. I'm not sure how I feel about her white hair now because of it being cast in shadow and it's kind of matching some of the walls. But this glow is so beautiful. The bits of secret, that's all, yeah. The very first thing I witnessed on the surface, jeez. Oh my god, that is horrifying. And Ager's offer for help for the sole reason that I came from the sea. They denied my compassion, my research. Jeez. They're from the same place as the calamity, aren't you? Do you really think we're so stupid that we'd trust? Jeez, dude. They confiscated my catalyst and tore my research apart. My wish to stand with them against the calamity was devoured by the hatred born of the same calamity. Any kindness, any compassion I gave them was repaid twofold in hatred and suspicion. Did the terrible conditions of this land transform them into monsters? Or was this always their nature? Literally just Hobbes and the other guy's psychology. Is man born evil, or does society turn us from good to evil? A few weeks later, when I finally came across that vessel by the beach, there was an uncanny name inscribed on its outside. Rebellion de las Masas. But none of them was enough to stop me from continuing my research for the sake of the land dwellers. I went through so many trials and errors to somehow impede the sea terror's rapid evolution, and to revive the Iberian soil contaminated by the Nether Sea brand. But my work bore barely any fruit. Jeez. And I let the days float by as I watched the Inquisition arrest the Ager one by one. Side portrait's so pretty. They all looked completely different from one another, some of them with fundamentally different physiologies. Even still, nothing stopped them from being us instead of I. and for the first time I became doubtful of my efforts to interrupt their evolution. It's not on. Thank you, Irene. Thank you so much for your wonderful insight here. The more okay, I think you just reached depression and hatred for people if you're finding this in them. All they cared about was their survival without even a hint of selfish... I call a lie on that, but okay. Although I guess it's more that they're evolving for the next generation. I can see that Seaborns may not be evil, but it doesn't matter what they are. Whether they are kindly life forms or whether they're simply a different form of civilization, it doesn't matter. Because Iberia and her Inquisition does not define Seaborns as evil. Seaborns are our enemy. Threats to human existence. I have but one thing to say as an Inquisitor. It would be a good thing for the Inquisition if I were to leave this for the city. I mean, technically, but then you would just destroy the city, so we can't have that. Also, thank you, Irene, for actually being, like, what's the word? Responsible, I guess. Willing to take care of this problem, instead of just dump it somewhere else. Unless they, the people in the city, give you permission, as an Inquisitor, I can't let you do that. You can wrap it up in a box that says compassion for all you want, but mayors... Your course isn't exactly the direction I'd like to sail in. Aw. I had no better word to describe the cheese. Your words are composed entirely of your own color and no one else's. Manager Dante, right? Just having them side by side is just such a sight. What I would give to see the hold the line and defend this place. I really just want to see the Arknights gameplay on display. I want to see him throw up all the units on the different walls to hold down the different lanes. Like, come on. That'd be so cool. We don't need to take them all down. We just need to act as a wall between the wave and the people of Limbus Company. Let's go, Amiya. Rebellion de las Masas. Sloth. Alright. Dang, I should have just brought my Heisho team. Mayor's Fathoms. Starting into slashing, piercing. If that's the case, then we'll just do the golden piercers. And that's it for all of them. I have you two as my other piercers, and the rest are just that. But that's fine. Time to fight the monsters.
Limbus Company の皆さんとご一緒できて本当に嬉しいです.
된다면 사활을 건다.
And that should be there. Good job, Sinclair.
敵に対して大きな打撃
Come
を
on,
与えました
Heathcliff. Thank you, Amiya.
아, 날
Let's
뛰어보라고.
go. That's 2 down already.
攻撃でした
Yeesong, how could you betray me like this? Thank you, Verso and Honglu, for getting more kills.
敵は深手を負っています
Let's just get Billion Pride, because why not? We're far from Pride Month, but we need all of it.
ドクターのように優れた式ですね
Good job, Verso. Thank you, Amiya.
아, 날 뛰어보라고.
Alright, decent strength there, Heathcliff.
このままいけば敵を食い止められます
8 more. Okay, so I just need to kill 1 more and I get the final one unlocked. So let's just hopefully kill all of them with this.
깡창.
Just wipe the field clean and then damage the last one.
아, 날 뛰어보라고. 씹는 맛이 있는데?
このまま行けば敵を食い止められます。
거기구나. 급소가 전부
Alright, this is it for the fight, definitely.
뚫렸네.
Because this guy's only at 78 health, he's probably gonna get staggered off of this one. No Peach is gonna be killed off it. Good job, Don Quixote. You've made up for your inspiration of the enemy. I know you didn't do it on purpose, but you've made up for it. We come across a cavern full of sunken ship remnants and golden treasures. There are all kinds of unfamiliar sculptures and twinkling golden coins. Just a whole pile. Hey, the records here say that this used to be a ship that sailed all across Terra. Must be a ship built for conquest, built during the Golden Age. It says here that this is a golden chalice made in Sargon, combining an armada of tall, proud sails, unparalleled technological innovation, and a certain king's greed, and you get this. It's the kind of glory we can barely hope to retrieve now. They'd be extremely valuable outside, but none of them seem very helpful for the situation at hand. Man, I kind of want to be greedy, actually. I believe I did. This should be my story team for it, I think. I think I have Scotty. If not, I will just restart this entire thing. Let's keep looking. The place is only a bridge made of items pulled from the groups unconscious that are most appropriate for the Phantoms. It may truly exist, but it may not be reality. Irene stares at the compass for a moment, before turning around and having accepted the fate that it probably isn't a real artifact.
계획을 세워두면 이런 것도 어렵지 않답니다.
When using a plus coin, heck yeah, let's go. How can I check my team? I guess there just isn't a way, because I can't look at them. Gotta fight. Yes, I do have Titleology up. I am very aware of that juicy 40%, which is why I also have Gregor within Brilliant Glory.
탄피가 떨어질 때군요.
Anyways, it's killing time. I've gotta select it, dang.
本当に嬉しいです。
Alright, let's get our rest of our ego stuff up. You're gonna be my purples. You're gonna be my gloom, and I can
갑니다.
throw you into orange. Ishmael.
그대 또한
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました。
I'm throwing first. I saw the animation for it after the last night fight, and that was so cool. I can't wait to like actually use it. It's another. That's so annoying. Just let me auto do everything, game. And also just give me Carmilla again.
날 뛰어보라고.
Good job, Heat
優れた式ですね。
And then Honglu, you're probably gonna stagger this one? Nope. I was way too hyping you up. Gotta kill the little octopus thing, hermit crab, whatever.
効果的な攻撃でした。囚人の皆さんの状態に何か変化が。
Get some sloth in here. Get a little bit more gloom, just to spread out all my ego stuff. It basically has two states. You use it first to buff him, and then after letting it sit on him, you can pop it again for the super sick attack. Nice. I am never gonna remember that.
살을 베어내고
Good job, Sinclair.
이 정도로 나와
Go Ishmael. I might have to have breakfast tomorrow, honestly, because I think my throat is starting to
잠든 그대
get a little rough.
エリートオペレーター並みの腕前です。
I wish I knew what my voice sounded like at all times. Make it everything so much better.
거기구나.
6천.
Incredible coin flip, Marceau. And then
편히
just empty
쉬시게.
your bullets, Yisong.
잠든 그대를 기릴
ダンテ
테니
さんの作戦とても効果的でした。
Thank you, Amiya. I really want to hear your
Oh,
center
nice.
specific lines. You sound great. I still am just too worried about it. Good job,
敵を
Hanwoo.
食い止められます。
Wonderful work. I'm gonna hit that away now.
나아가 주게.
Sure.
그대 또한
Let's go, Stagger. This should hopefully be Stagger into kill. Yep. Although darn, I didn't get to hear her say memory again. Apparently the center specific ones just happened from AFK. Aw. Alright, I'm just gonna AFK then for it.
빼어내고
Also, that shrimple line is such a good one. It's such a dumb joke, but it's so good.
핫!
敵は深手を負っています。
So we're gonna sit by a little bit, just because I really want to hear the AFK stuff. And also, I guess this gives me a little break from speaking a whole lot. Come on, Amiya. Come on. I know you're coming back at some point. Come on. I do like seeing the whole gloom box around Ishmael. As good as all the like rainbow ones are, like Heathcliff or like Marceau, just having the solid color is really nice. Come on, Amiya. I'll get up if I have to. Ishmael's very, she very much is. It doesn't look like it's coming anytime soon then.
나아가 주게. 아직 모자라.
Good job, Yisong. And the input's good on
씹는 맛이
Heathcliff.
있는데?
Oh yeah, I also had a really weird dream last night. I could probably bring it up now. I don't know why I had this dream either, but like,
敵は深手を負っています。
this is gonna sound really weird, but like, it takes about 2 minutes. I refuse to believe that. Anyways, dream story. I apparently, so I think it's maybe because of me not landing a job recently. That's the only inspiration I can think of, because this one was just, I was working in like an office building, and the first thing was one of my superiors led me up an elevator, up to a floor, and was like, okay, this is actually a death trap, and the escape route to this elevator is you go through this little hole that he opened up, and just go through forward, like through a vent door or something, and that took me into the office instead of just the elevator opening back up. But then also the company, I think, was like evil or something, because on my way back out, I was with like one of the heads of the company, and he was, and the previous superior was like not happy or something. He was very upset. There was just something about his voice that he was upset, and it was clearly like, really felt like it was gonna be like, he's just gonna kill me right here and now. But instead, this next death trap was, he opened up the same compartment, or no, he opened up the other half of the backside of the elevator to the, like, compartment door from the first one. So, like, the first one opened on the left side of the wall. This one was on the right side of the back elevator wall. And instead of it being going forward, it was a hole that would take you down. And because of his, like, of how he was acting, and it just being a hole down, I didn't go through. The boss lady I spoke to before did go through, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if she died, I don't know if I died, because I woke up and was just confused as all heck. And the dream was just such a, it's just even weirder, I think, than it has any right to be. I just don't know how to explain it. Like, I definitely am just sounding like an insane person, I know, but like, that's what I remember from the dream. It was random death trap man in an elevator. And also something about rematch. I think I was working for like a company that had something to do with rematch. That's only because I've been playing it a bunch.
戻れないあの日をずっと懐かしんでいるのですね。でも飛び立とうと羽ばたいている姿が見えます。
Uh-huh. Okay, that was definitely worth it. Dream Molly's working for I don't even think that's going enough. Uh-huh, yeah, everyone just target the same guy. I'll just do targeting then.
거기구나. 급소가 전부 꿰뚫렸네.
다음 목표로.
But at least on me, I got to see Yisong's wings.
기다려라, 거태. 곧 먹이를 먹여주지.
囚人の皆さんの状態に何か変化が。
나아가주게.
Alright, Reaper, you can be on counter for as many turns as you'd like. I'm just gonna kill all your friends.
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました。
편히 쉬시게.
ドクターのように優れた式ですね。
살을 베어내고
So I'm doing a little stretching in the back. Ow. Alright, this should at least stagger it, I think.
40.
Maybe I should kill.
이
Yep,
정도로
good job.
나와 공을 만들.
効果的な攻撃でした。
I'm continuing to the founder as well.
거기구나.
Get rid of these guys with their annoyingly kind of large health pools.
본인의 승리일세.
그 삶에 마침표를.
Good job, Hunglu. This should kill because the stagger happened on the second one. And this one also will definitely kill because stagger happened on probably the second one. Yep.
씹는
And
맛이
kill on the third one too.
그대를
Nice.
기릴 테니.
このまま行けば敵を食い止められます。
Save you for that one.
거기구나. 급소가 전부 꿰뚫렸네.
Just get rid of all these little ones. So glad I'm doing this midday now, actually. Because I feel like I would be way too tired to try to do a midnight stream. But at the same time, maybe I'll have to do one because it's 4:30 already. And I'm just now getting to Mayor's after this wave. Merceau, come on. Are you kidding me, Merceau?
エリートオペレーターの身の腕前です。
Cute, yeah, it's not cute. Hmm? Let me push that over. Is there any good? 550 probably the best one you can do, just because you losing the other one really sucks, even though you shouldn't have lost it. I think that's everyone. The sea guy can wait. Good job on the stagger this time. This should also be a stagger. Yep. This won't be a stagger, unfortunately. It's just too much health from the stagger bar. This one might be a stagger because it looks closer.
더날
Yep.
뛰어보라고.
And then I think also a stagger, maybe a kill.
그대
Nope.
때문에
No,
전부
actually, I was
그대를
right.
기릴 테니.
敵は深手を負っています。
How many more are 10 of 20? Jeez. Well, time to just double up on these founder guys then.
거기구나.
Just hopefully get rid of them all.
이 결투.
Alright, good job, Donkey. Alright, that's one more gone.
살을
Good
베어내고
job, Merceau, turning this around. Thank you,
씹는
Heathcliff.
맛이 있는데.
Thank you, Yisong.
エリートオペレーターの身の腕前です。
Send that one back to you. Kill this guy. Won't be able to kill that guy, but I can double up on this one.
나아가 주게.
이 결투. 본인의 승리일세.
뼈를 깎는다.
Slowly dwindling them. She called you a bit. I did not hear that, unfortunately, but oh well. Let's go.
敵は深手を負っています。
Alright, so this is the last group of them. So once I clear these guys, I can start sending them into heal.
벤다면 사활을 건네.
You've shown staggering to kill. Nope. We already got through one snarker bar, gotcha. You, on the other hand, might get the stagger. Yep.
편히 쉬시게.
I should have went in with more bullets.
最善の選択だったはずです。
And now Heathcliff's out of ammo too.
味方が優勢です。今こそ勝機をつか
Alright,
む
Heathcliff,
時
you
です
can shoot that one back. Send those two at it and then double up on him.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
Alright, this is definitely gonna kill him. Yep.
잠든 그대를 기릴 테니.
본인의 승리일세.
Let's go, Ishmael. Good job.
40
Truly a Miko.
먹지.
You need to get the gun twink so that Sinclair can give people more ammo, clearly. I mean, I just need to give him the evade so that he can
この勢い
reload.
に乗って勝ちに行きましょう。
Whereas Heathcliff, you just get the one clip and that's it.
본인의 승리일세.
But it's finally over. Really hate that big one with 520 health. It's just annoying because like it counters for so long and then it's tough to beat down. Let's take the middle path. There's a long line of people waiting outside a rundown building. Inside, people in hoods distributing something to the visitors. I thank the ocean's blessings. No, we only wish to help you sate your hunger even a little. We haven't even seen you around here. Clearly you've traveled to get here. Welcome. Sorry everyone, please understand they're new here. People in hoods dragged us inside. It's not much, but this should hopefully be enough to sate your hunger. Dried fish, huh? Ami and Irene called them fin beasts. Let the other people have it first, or we can pull a Roja and just steal the food. And because I love Roja... Okay, I did not know that Thumb Sinclair who kills himself had a reload passive. Interesting. So, let's pull a Roja and just try and slip him in. And we just win with Otis. Otis replies calmly, while the flavor was certainly unique, we did like it. At that, they seemed to withdraw their suspicion. Please come back anytime. Let's go.
무엇이든 맞출 수
We got some sea
하나님의
terror
말이다.
jerky. If sea terror... Just a 7 defense down, cool. At the center of what appears to be an arc symbolizing the city, at the center of that brilliant golden light must be Mayors. Let's take a quick break. You should probably work on your cardio, or Miss Anya might have to piggyback you around. Yeah, well, once we get back, I'll start working out like a Callus suggested. Executive manager, if it ever comes to it, you may trust me with the piggybacking. Really, Otis? When you get enough pride resonance, he'll give his ammo to a unit with the Interesting. Perhaps this being in close proximity to Mayer's vision of utopia in the center of the light did something. Seaborns near us only gave us a passing glance without attacking us. Something about the way they looked at us felt like they were concerned about us. The sinners couldn't help but look away with a funny feeling. I feel sorrow, regret. Maybe these feelings are denials for all those times she spent agonizing over this. Can we really bring back Miss Mayers? We'll hope her return. That's what we're here to do, after all. Revive all dead, heal any to max. Thank you. I need to throw her in, but the problem... So it's Yeah, it's gluttony and that, so if I restack it. I'm pretty sure all of you have gluttony as well, and then it's you have sloth as well, and then no one else can really dip into that. So if one dies, who do I want to send in next? Might be blatantly into magic, and then the three I like the most after. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. What the heck? Mayor's despair, the repulsiveness of people's ill intent, and the faint hope from the light found within. All kinds of emotions and memories rise to the surface of ominous fathoms, then sink again. These same thoughts seep into me as well, unfiltered. The sins that people have committed won't just go away. Humanity's ill intent will propagate unimpeded too. But the tides that Miss Mayers is trying to summon to douse it will devour humanity, their civilization, and the city they came from. So it's probably not the right way to go. Not as long as Dante and the people of Limbus Company refuse. This isn't like the time I retrieved the ego. In a place of the light, a speck of darkness casts a shadow. Reach out to the darkness. Emotional connection. Also,
囚人の皆さんの状態に何か変化が。
this music is incredible. It's so good. I'm gonna have to turn it down, unfortunately, but oh, it's so good. Unclashable, cool. Thankfully, I just have a billion people with evade. After attack, gain 100 Abyssal Vitality. And that is, every time this effect is consumed, heal SP on self by the amount. Interesting, but it's not what I wanted to do.
깡총.
Let's go. Even if it did 0 damage, I'm still happy I did that. It's a song that was worked on by both the Arcades Mutants. Heck yeah. Good for them. Also great, the Hand of the Saint came back. Makes you 48 so if you're just gonna be at 45 after, gotcha. And you came back as well. Deal 0, okay. We're targeting an ally, applying 1 defense level. Let me just read this. Apply defense level up, next turn for every 4. Oh, jeez. And then this is also, one's a tank one, one's a defense one, gotcha. But what if I just try and murder your allies before you even get the chance to save them?
깡총.
What do you do then, Mayers, if I just kill all your friends right in front of you? Or at the very least stagger a bunch of them. This one will be death row. There's no way Honlu isn't killing that one. Alright, I was not wanting to activate it first, but alright. Whatever. That's fine, I guess.
그대 또한 잠들게.
One of her attacks was targeting the Reaper. Yeah, I saw that. Cool, 6 offense up. You can technically beat that one. But like, if I just keep killing all your family, this will surely work out in my favor, right? Oh no, I can stop these. I am still gonna take out some of these guys though. I forgot to target the Big Reaper, didn't I? Okay, I was unsure if Mayers was actually gonna have it happen, because, like, she's doing no damage to it is the thing. So I thought that, like, the counter wouldn't do that because no damage is dealt. I thought counter needs damage to be triggered. Also, that did no damage, so I am supposed to kill all the friends first. Gotcha. Good job, Gregor. Thank you for clashing it. Alright, I put too much faith in you. Faust, I guess I deserve that because you're at 15 sanity and I should have recognized that. Okay, I can finally hit the Hand of Fate, so I'm going to do just that. What is this one actually? Oh, this is something I probably need to stop, don't I? Because this is what, just targeting everybody with an attack weight of whatever the heck that is. Alright, cool. It's a pass about being hit by an attack. Interesting. Let me actually read that. Yeah, no, when this unit takes damage while in standby state, enter combat ready. So yeah, so it would have done nothing. So I just accidentally used Faust too early, got it. Are you a single target? I wish I could see better. I think you're just a normal move. So technically Heathcliff can just dodge this. This does need to be clashed with something, unfortunately. I just don't know with what. You go up to 32. So you're 28, you're 27. You're 27. I don't think you can even get up to, because I haven't used you yet, that's right. Everlasting can't get up there, not what I wanted to do. None of you can get to there. Okay, Fluid Sack is the only recourse. Of course it's Fluid Sack. Dimension Rip Shredder Yi Song. Candace can get up there? Oh, that is a 38. Oh yeah, I'll do that then instead of... Yeah, no, I can keep the Fluid Sack for something else. So what are you gonna hit instead is the real question then. Right, that guy. Faust needs to work on getting your sanity up, so I'll give you an easy target. And then Gregor, you can kill this guy. It's still going to be massive damage, I think, from her effect or whatever is going on with that 22 attack weight. Art of, yeah, yeah, Art of Blossom Stars on Ishmael is really good because it's like 22 plus 19 or something, or it might be the reverse, 19 plus 22. Stab her, cut her up. Show her the colors of the city. Deals no damage, but you win. And then she still goes off. Let's go. Dang it, Gregor. You had 45 sanity too. You can win against that one. This one's gonna be difficult. I'm leaving you there. I don't think the answer is to fluid sac just yet. Beating that stops her from damaging your friend, but still... Okay, so that's why the 0 was in the bottom left. Got it. I'm gonna kill that, and then I need to double up somewhere. Actually, I'm gonna do this, because then... Yeah, you'll just go first and kill it.
바람구멍을 내주지.
Let's go, Yisong. Get your sanity back up. Maybe start on Brilliant Glory. I probably should have. But it'll be fine. I forgot I've done like no damage to you. And also that you just got healed back up.
다음 목표로.
Just keep killing your friends. This guy's gonna be tanky as all heck.
このまま行けば敵を食い止められます。
Oh, this is unclashable even. Interesting. Alright, so no one can beat him, so I just need to evade him then. So I might actually be hungry. No, we can't because it's one-sided. Alright, who has an evade? Who's he targeting? So Yisong has to actually clash him. Or one of these ones has to take the evade off. Okay, I'm now hearing the vocals of this, and, like, it just reminded me of, like, Alvin and the Chipmunks for some reason. Second rock is clashable, but it's fixed at 30. Interesting. And you're an AoE one, that so you have to be defeated. Oh, you're not even guaranteed to deal 25 SP damage. Interesting. Oh wait, no, you won't. No, you do. This is a completely separate sentence. Okay. I think I'll do negative fluid sac on it then.
나아가주게.
Let's go. Good job first.
그대 또한
Good job, Yisong.
잠들게.
And this does include you into it, thankfully.
이것도 받아보시게나.
Good job, Don Quixote. Good job, Sinclair, on the dodges. And then we just slap that back to you. God, that guy's so huge.
敵は深手を負っています。
I'm really wishing I actually had Otis for this now, just because Ebony Stem would trivialize this. So we're gonna take those two off, I think. Although, she can't. I'll have her focus her then. Gotta kill your friends. At least some of them.
소용없구를 달고 볼까.
We'll do minimal damage to her.
편히 쉬시게.
Let's go, Yisong's beautiful work there. Alright, I killed one of the friends in that thing. I
제압
heard
완료.
it.
별것도 아니.
And there's two more gone. She's gonna keep healing her sanity and stuff. I've gotta bap this, so I'll use Faust for it. Oh, you're doing that as well. Okay, you're not at full power just yet. You only have 28. Who is my other big hitter? Who was the one I was throwing into it again? Shoot, because this is going to be the, like... Yeah, 28. Because you can only get up to 27. And then they add 1 power for whatever reason. You're 24. You can't catch up. You were the one I was looking at? Okay. She loses health from her ult. Oh, I did not realize that. The Siren Choir from Undertide, the song this inspires you. Interesting. Donkers. She's got the bud donkers. Alright, let's set up this one then. And then murder her family. I do have someone hitting it, thankfully. And I will just believe in Dawn's supremacy. This is gonna hurt. Let's go, Heathcliff. You're gonna have, I think, 2 bullets after this. Nope. Got 3 remaining. Which is 1 entire green attack. Let's go. Keep it going. Good job. Beautiful work, Don Quixote. Glad you could be of assistance. And then you do your heal or whatever. And also 3 damage.
눈부시지 않다고 두려워하지 마.
Alright, his sword is on standby now. Not sure how you two got staggered, but okay. Oh, because of this, probably. Which you're about to get staggered by. And I do not have enough clashes for this. This is actually terrible. Alright. And you're only 3, so I've got to use all of these to just at least stagger them, I guess. Unclashable. Okay, I've got to build Man and Scabbard, it looks like. So I can't use you just yet. I know these guys are coming out pretty strong as well. You have Land of Illusion at the very least. You at least have a healing to it. I've got to send you on that one. And I don't think I've ever actually used Yearning Mancala. So I kind of just want to use this. Unfortunately, that means a lot of attacks are going to go in Clash, but there's literally nothing I can do about it.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
And then get booped. And you got staggered. Good job. And you didn't even get to use your ego. Cool. Alright. This is just the last night all over again. Oh, that's actually a really sick ego. I just don't think it's going to be enough for most of them. Yeah. You still get your thing off. Make him your strongest warrior. I think someone's going to be dead soon. I'm very well aware of that, Amiya. It's okay, we have Fluid Sac. Also, I have to beat that. And I don't think I have it. Actually, no. One in doubt, Dimension Shredder. And I'll bust all my AoEs as well while I'm at it. You didn't recall probably the answer is probably gotta be Fluid Sac. Then you have this one. Oh no, could you, John, you can go that one.
거기구나.
Surely this will be enough. Emergency break glass fluid set. Yep. Wait, what just happened there?
더는 하늘에 오르지 못한다 해도
Wait, did he die?
제품이여. 끝없이 아래.
What? Okay, I must have missed something back there. No, yeah, I've just lost Heathcliff. Okay. Alright, animation. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's so beautiful. Everyone's staggered now. I did not realize he lost the clash. Okay. You've aged a lot since the last time we met, Fabi. Is this a characteristic of your sub-race? You haven't aged it. Okay, we're just D&D elves. Got it. So what brings you to the Church of the Deep? Seaborns are indispensable in our preparation for the impending doom. Nothing, I mean nothing else can ensure the survival of humanity. Thus, it would only be right for me to join hands with those who are able and willing to become Seaborns, to search for a way to prolong our existences. Looking to use the knowledge of the wise and the talented as nourishment. But that won't do anything more than prolong our existences. But is survival alone not enough? I thought a bishop would share a majority of that belief with me. Fabi, you and I both have put our faith in the Seaborns, but the word faith might mean something different for you than it does me. Seaborns shouldn't be our object of worship. We have to stand on equal ground as them and set our eyes on their natures. Desperation, sadness, sympathy. Mayor's emotions gush upward, carried by bubbles. Terra, a land in which the hatred for the different has entrenched itself. The city, a place in which people crushed by the trials of life have surrendered to its absurdities. They both need the Seaborns, perfected beneath the light. That is but your wish, Miss Mayers. Faust does not believe them to be necessary elements. Even in the city, there are people who are searching for reasons to live on, dreaming of a better world. We all know that it can't possibly be easy to change, but there has to be some kind of worth, value, in that process alone, in the lives we lead within. What worth could there be to a life of the unkind? The kind of life humanity is doomed to exist in, where all we ever do is hurt and hate one another. They're both virtues humanity should never lose sight of. But there's no such thing as absolutes when it comes to the value of life. Only a Sith deals in absolutes, Miss Mayers. Checkmate. It should never be up to others to define the worth of life, to argue for it. But what if there's no other way? Can you even understand what I'm saying? Some time had passed since I made Faro Muerto my home. Unlike my prediction, the Seaborn's evolution seemed to have lost its explosive progress, and Fabius seemed to be content just observing their slow development. Maybe it's because they're directionless, without a specific wish. Even still, Seaborns were the key to changing Terra. To stand against the incoming calamity, we needed their survivability and adaptability. And the humanity that has turned exhaustion into ill intent needed the Seaborn's blind, selfless altruism toward their own. So while I never stopped my studies, something small but sharp continued to stab at my frustrated heart. Stultified and unable to be resolved. If we were to lose even our sense of selves and creed, assimilated into this stagnated great will. For the sake of survival, civilization has to be no more. For the sake of us, I had to be no more. The realization of that paradox made the first crack in my confidence that Seaborns were the answer to the problem Iberia and humanity faced. Through the cracks, the seeds of doubt were sown. But I'd already come to— of course, you've already come too far. No more wasting time with these stupid ruminations. There has to be a way, some kind of condition Seaborns need to fulfill to retain their sense of selves, to retain their individual hopes and wishes. There are no better solutions. Don't look away from the answer that lies right in front of me. All I need to do is find a way for Seaborns to hope and wish, to have them each carry a sense of self. I just had to repeat that to myself like a mantra again and again. But my drifting days came to an end when I found a new path, illuminated by the strange light from across the sea, the Grok symbol. On that day, yes, the day when that faint blue light shone, a whisper visited me. Oh, jeez, not white woman jump scare. The answer sought through the eons by people I didn't recognize, placed over and over in my ears. The voice that spoke, it was muffled but warm and beautiful. The light of the city, the hearts that were lost, the emotions that were forgotten, the sense of self that... No, that's enough of that. But I'd like to hear more about the light. The light that has sprouted from the 10 virtues. And the image those words drew in my mind was clearer and more beautiful than ever. If they're going to be satisfied with living on as they are. If you want to bring change to if you want to bring about a better world, then even if you may be lost in the ideals, you have to keep walking. Survival, worth of life. As I've never been too certain about either of those complicated ideas, I had no unflinching creed with which to convince her. That's not to say that the city has no need of the altruistic nature Mayors wants to bring there. That's not to say that I have a better answer than the combination of Seaborns and the light. Even still, the emotions, the regrets, the conversations I found and collected over this journey alongside the sinners become my answer. And I tick on. We have reached peak dialogue. Let's go. We keep on ticking. My memory only goes back a year, and for what is practically my entire existence, I've been surrounded by the sinners in our adventure. Still, we want to keep trying. You're right, the city is an absurd, vicious place. Something new and horrible surprises me every other day. But Mayors, that light you spoke of, I don't think that's what protects the ego. To protect it, you have to first look unflinchingly both ways. The path that lies ahead and the one that you've walked. Then you confront them both. Let's go, dismantle her arguments. I think it's a distinctness. Even if the light can do what you hope it does, Mayors, it won't change anything. Turning our natures kind by transforming us into Seaborns, a convenient method like that isn't our path. Because the sense of self protected like that, the kind nature attained like that, wouldn't be our own. It'd be yours. It's a path of unbearables. We might fail some days despite our best efforts. Some days we'll be forced to confront the sins of our past and suffer. Not one of us as we are now may see the culmination of that. Yet I can hardly find it within myself to simply leave it all in thy hands without so much as trying. Those sea monsters don't even know what self means. That's why they show no hesitation before sacrifice. Even if you were to introduce the sense of self, the selflessness you want will be no more. She's a Seaborn-shaped distortion who is not a Seaborn, an endlessly anguished contemplating distortion. If Mayors wishes to achieve an altruistic world, that her desire has to be that she doesn't want her efforts to become meaningless. Find awe. You're telling me I have to go back to wandering for so much time again in search of that new answer? You won't be alone on that path. Walk it together, relying on one another, and it won't feel as long. Mayors, just gather 13 people and create your own Limbus company. The nighttime background is so beautiful. I also love the jellyfish kind of like replacing stars. It's such a prideful thing to do. Let's go! Alright, we've gotten rid of all of our friends.
ただならぬ気配を感じます。
At 50, oh, so you're at vitality. Consume 5 to do more. Alright. So the unbreakable coin is going to do what to me? Just 4 nervous impairment. Okay. Understand. Of course you're at a stupid high count. So we are just... These are all solo. These are solo targets. Okay. You're the only multi-target. Got it. So theoretically I can just go against things. We'll auto-win that one. He's not at risk of it, right? Yeah, he's only 18. Oh, he's at 40 as well. I kind of want to heal him, but I'm kind of scared of this one. Okay, it's just 6 nervous. I feel like there's still going to be more damage to it, of course. 40 man in Scabbard. Alright, fine, I'll do Scabbard. Jeez, that scrolling was insanely fast. In fact, you know what? You'll clash against the big one. I need you to go into the big attack. Oh, fluid attack didn't even go off yet. Neither did you, so I'm actually going to take that off and just give you a normal... Okay, no, I'm going to walk that back and you clash against that. Do power counter there. And this isn't even going to do better, is it? It says it's favored. I'll just have to cope. Good job, Gregor. Didn't even get the coin flip.
이 검은, 이 명예는, 이 영광은.
Okay, good. We got one of them at least.
않을 테니.
Alright, that was pretty cool. Anyone die from that? Yep, Yi-Song died. Cool. Or he didn't die, he got staggered at the very least. Alright, I'm pretty sure Don Quixote is just dead. Nope. Fluid sac, save me. Bail me out.
이 전투는 승리할
This is going horribly already. Jeez, that beam attack. Curse you, sticking at 45 sanity. Jeez. Oh my gosh, that is awful. It's almost as if Mayor's in the Dungeon of Fathoms. No, the ocean itself is fusing into one. A majority of distortions encountered by the bus team have assumed a form generally recognized as an organic entity. However, there's nothing preventing a distortion from forms from breaking that boundary and taking a different shape. Oh, that's good. If her distortion is allowed to exacerbate undeterred, it may eventually corrode this very space. As we were taking some time to catch our breaths, a few small machines tumbled to the ground, shot from one of the trembling fathoms. Must be one of those mysterious machines in Mayor's home we saw. We saw that there were various apparatus attached to the sockets on their sides. Expensive they appear, yet how numerous they are. Well, you know, maybe she's similar to one of those fixer fellows who are always hell-bent on picking up every new cutting-edge workshop tech. It says little handy down here, jeez. This isn't oddly similar to the Hand of the Saint, the Inquisitor. Then shall this fantastically wonderful machine be of assistance in our battles? Enhances effective Hand of the Saint, being safeguarding against stagger. All these are so good. The counteracts the Nether Sea brand is such an annoying one, but maybe. Part of me just wants to get the heal one. Just to give myself a fighting chance. Oh, that did nothing. It did not as much as I thought it would. Gotcha. I got baited. So we'll have to do individual healing then. I could chain you down at the very least. Get second fluid sac in here. Then we'll just ego puncher.
거기구나.
Gives you a healing boost in general, that's good at least. Second fluid sac has hit the towers, it's about to. But first we're gonna get this lantern.
동화는 읽어줄까?
Stab her. Good job, Burger. Then you get shot in return. Alright, chain her up, Marcel.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
God, that shield is so stupid big. Fluid sac.
이
Give us
전투는
that
승리할
healing.
거예요.
And then, yep. Alright, and then you get shot by a laser. And then you just win, and then get shot by a laser.
진이겨버리겠어.
This is getting kind of annoying with all the lasers. Alright, I think Yisong is about to get staggered because of the thing. I think the impairment's gonna take him. Yep, because that's 4. So even without that, he's already staggered. Oh, he's back at 40 scat. When did that happen? But Gregor is staggered. Cool. Oh, that is severely weaker. Alright, you've just got this. We're gonna have you two on defense, though.
탈출 개체
Surely this will be good enough. Repeatedly sticks around for the entire fight. Let's go. Now smack her for 25. Let's go, we love low damage numbers. Except for that. What the heck is that jump to 86? Alright, I'm gonna punch this back. You're just gonna die, Gregor, I'm sorry. At least her sanity is low. So we'll just punch her again with this to make it even lower. Marceau, you will just survive it. This one did inflict paralyze, and who was the only one? It's Sinclair that's not attacking because he has to hit the thing back. So this one will just happen. YMF mode? What? Just a constant protection of the cost. Nice.
거기구나.
Let's go, smack her. Get her sanity
또
lower again.
받아보시게나.
Unless you don't do it because you didn't flip it. Nope, it's on hit. Let's go. Second scabbard is hitting the tower.
이
Oh,
검은,
that sword is so cool as well.
이 명예는, 이 영광은
Max coin damage, heck yeah.
않을 테니.
And then you die. You don't? Let's go.
그 삶에 마침표.
The shield is so annoying, bro. Alright, Merceau, you actually weren't supposed to win that. I was actually hoping you would just eat it, and then you could go off. But I guess that works. 6 protection from mana. Interesting.
정성을 들여 빌어보시오.
Fortunately, he is just gonna die soon, though. Alright, he's gonna get staggered. Jeez.
敵が優勢です。状況
He's
を
up at 20.
今
What
一
are
度
these
把握し
attacks
直さ
on?
なければ。
It's only 4, so it's even to match mine, weirdly enough. I think Fluid Sac. This just has to be our constant. And we can pair this with a soda, I think. And I'll pair you with Lantern. You're the auto win on it, so Fluid Sac has to come to here.
타겟 포착. 1시 반.
LaFouse soda. Look, okay, I need it.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
I need all the healing and stuff I can get. Didn't get the SP heal, but that's fine as well.
자, 변신 완료. 만선이에요.
And then Lantern will give a little bit more health. And he had 0 points. That's completely fine. It only heals if he crit. That's so dumb. That's so stupid. And I assume the Gregor healing is the exact friggin' same because he got literally nothing back there. No, he heal. What are you talking about? No, he still heals even without crit. It's just that the crit attack end has something else to it. I have to beat this one up. Yeah, I know it's terrible numbers. Yes, it is your bad, Matt. Everyone else just evade or counter it. And Dawn, it's in your hands now. Let's go. Good job, Don Quixote.
이것도 받아보시게나.
Then we get this sick animation again, where it turns 2 damage into 1 billion. Yep, there's the 0, then there's 4, and then it's gonna be like 86. Nope, only 12. Cool. Oh, it must have been because of all the staggered people. That's probably what it was.
リンバスカンパニーの皆さんとご一緒
Alright, let me
できて
smack
本
this
当
thing
に
away.
嬉しいです。
your numbers are insane. What does your sanity at? 0? Cool. This is just auto lose against these. So I think I'll just put us in a fade then. In this situation we fluid sack. But it might not even win. Okay, that's annoying. Alright. Alright, how are you struggling to a 12.24, but oh, as soon as it's a 7.25, then it's completely fine. Like, those numbers are just screwed up. What's your scabbard count at? 40? Okay, cool. Alright, I think it's just coping time then.
나아가주게.
Alright. It's over. At least with this team. No? Wait, Marcel, dragging back? Oh, that health bar can shove off for healing itself. Good job, Faust. Unfortunately, didn't get the coin flip, but
이 전투는
I'll take what I can get. It's never jailbreak.
이 검은, 이 명예는, 이 영광은.
Is this getting stronger each time?
이빨이지 않을 테니.
Because that is like, that looked like way too much damage than what he did last time. Also, jeez, even at 45, she still lost. Violent shaking from Sinclair, and then... Did I not? I thought I clashed that. I guess I forgot. You can get more out of 57k, jeez. Who won't get staggered? Oh god, Greg gets staggered. Okay, when in doubt. However, I think I'm definitely out of
탈출 개체 확인.
fluid sacks for a while. Just because Dawn has had to be stealing them from Faust.
이것도 받아보시게나.
So unfortunately the damage is going to be high just because of the staggered people. I can only hope McGregor persisted. He did, and he's back up to 40. All these ones are just so big. This clash will happen first.
나아가주게.
Let's go, Sinclair. Go into jump.
이미 도달했다.
And then, yeah, we just shoot that one back. Third time.
이 검은, 이 명예는, 이 영광은
Okay, this is doing less damage, but that's because he's just missing all the heads.
깃발이지
Although it's,
않을 테니.
I feel like it's almost comparable to what he did. Like, that is not far off of the 198 he did. But you're dead now, right? Nope, you're at 1 HP. Incredible. But now you're dead. Just because I could not keep clashing everything. Thankfully, all the numbers got reduced. So this is, like, viable now. So we bust in the other healer.
나아가 주게.
He can't possibly mess it up again. Well, unfortunately, he won't be getting another chance at it. Dang it, Otis. I know you're new to the fight, but come on. Surely you can do better than that. Look, Don Quixote is doing better than you, and she had 29 sanity. Come on, Otis. Dang it. Okay, Yisong, you had 42 sanity. What's your excuse? Alright, Marcel, come on in. Just punch her in the face. And by face, I mean her legs. Can anyone even clash against this thing now? Yes, actually a lot of people can, interestingly enough. In fact, Otis can with this. But I think it's more worth it for Faust to go in. Only one person can evade this, everyone else is going to take the damage, unfortunately. But we're getting the healing, we're getting the SP. Also, we somehow got another fluid sac, I'm not going to question it. Alright, that is not a lot of damage, which is very good for me. And yep, now all your numbers got reset to just being insane. This is just... this push and pull is just annoying. Especially because I'm running out of ego resources to deal with all this. Might be worth it to try and... evade some of these attacks. So if we do that one... that opposed becomes can't beat. This can though. This can't. You just have to evade one of these, but you also can't because she has insane sanity number. Just gonna have to take the damage on some of these.
색색이 황홀하고.
Nope.
아예 기억 못하게 하려는 길이구려.
At the very least, I can push damage onto her. Because that shield is just so massive. She has to be healing it somehow. There has to be mechanics for her to just, like, be gaining constant shield. Unless it's part of that whole bubble thing she has on her. That's the only thing I can assume, is that every time she gains the bubbles back, it started to that. So I actually got it to, like, 100, though, but then it, like, jumped back up. Like, I've gotten it this low before, I'm pretty sure. Jeez, that was too much damage. And of course it's grand. Of course it staggered one of them. And then eventually her number just gets bigger. Why did you lose that Hongwu? Come on. And then we have the big one, and we only have 3, and we don't have the egos for it. Because you're not big enough. We just can't do anything to it. Can we even evade it? No, we can't even evade it. Alright. Let us at least get damage onto her then. Restore some resources. I forgot I can't. Because you'll clash immediately, so I'll just do that. So push to her side. And free damage, and then she kills everyone. I don't think Superbia would have done anything. I think I just need to wipe the board. How are you even alive, Marcel? Oh, that's right, your numbers are gonna be, what, 50 billion? Yep, 13 to 25, there's nothing they can do to win. You just auto-win off that, you don't have anything that can do anything. So we'll just have to eat it. You can maybe evade, and then you can't do anything either. I would have to pile you on that. And then you're just gonna die, Marcel. I did not have Dawn's... I guess I could have for Food Sack, because it's the one that just forces it to happen, that's right. Yep, she is regaining shield. Whatever, this is over. This fight's over. I'm on the last 3 units. Ryoshu's gonna come in, and then that'll be it. And I'll just have wasted this entire thing. Because I'm too dumb to know how to play this game. Yeah, you just have infinite on that. It doesn't end. You just keep getting it even, like, without these. Because you don't even regain it. Where are you even gaining it from again? Taking it minus 90, okay. And then at the end of turn, consume it. Okay, you're not consuming any of this. Okay, at 50, so about here it looks like. Yeah. So you regain 100. You don't lose your shield at turn end. When it breaks, it's staggered. Cool. I'm never gonna reach that. No, so where are you getting from your attacks? Like, where are you regaining them? Oh, it's because of this one. Okay, that makes sense. And why do I keep... I need to remember why I keep hitting you. Oh, it's to get rid of this, that's right. Because otherwise you would just constantly be putting him on my field. And then you have there's your 10, 22 numbers. There's all your big hitters. Can I see beat anything? Can't even come close to winning, cool. really need to use all the other fights to gather ego resources. That's all this is telling me, is that every fight before this is only for ego. So if we do that one, I can move you on to, like, this one. I just have to evade, like, heal. And then the rest is just gonna take damage.
모든 걸 거둬들일 순 없었어.
Yeah, this team is just not going to do it. It's only 4. She has 8 slots. It's just unable to win here. So I'll say it's worse when you're hovering. Yeah, that's been happening quite a bit, I think. Just even without constant attack. Like, even in Mirror Dungeon, I'm starting to see it happen on normal attacks. However, it's also 5:30, so I should definitely start saying goodbye, I think. Because it's just gonna be a slow grind on her to kill them all.
Limbus Company の皆さんとご一緒できて
So yeah,
本当に嬉しいです。
I can't even see her shield. Yeah, I can't even see the shield number. It just doesn't show, and that's annoying. Unless it's... No, because that's the same. And I know for a fact her shield isn't the same as her health. It's probably like half of it at this point. We can definitely do it equal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can. But yeah, I'm just gonna come back to it probably at midnight, just so I can wrap up stream, have dinner, calm myself, because I'm definitely getting heated again. I've only got 2 of these things. Maybe if I went backwards instead. Because if I tried to focus more on what? Actually, no, no, you always get only 2 of them, because the last one is healing. So yeah, you only get 2 gifts, yeah. So, thank you for showing up. It has been fun. I am a little annoyed that the last night I did on my first run within the first 30 minutes. Even when I got heated with that. I got soloed that, so this is just gonna be the last night again. But the music's pretty and nice. The background is beautiful. And I'm right at the end. I can taste victory practically. Maybe if I got this sanity for the rest of the team, it could have been better. Who knows? Almost tempted to reset the team, but like going up against the last one is going to be difficult. So I just have to have good luck, I hope, and pray for the next run. So I'll be seeing you all later. Until the next stream, which could just be tonight at midnight. Don't know. Bye-bye.